Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Check, check, no. Check back, check back. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Mike, check, check, 59, 59. Here we go, D. Defense all day. Check, check.
Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready? Hey, come on. Watch the out, watch the out.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? Let's say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. David Johnson on his way. 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 97 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On play action, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guys get.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And Diggs has it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Hey, take. Throw. 50.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Draw play, Madison. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 97 yards. There the Cardinals push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check it back, check it back. Way slow. Come on. Block 59. Same on 59. That's and bring it. Big ass. Check 59. Mike is 50.
Jackson to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check, 43. Run.
Here's Madison running on first down. 5 yards is... The tally on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Cousins going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Let's go, baby.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They'll go with Boone. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
We got this.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's coming, double up. Kill. Kill, turn up.
after the interception. Here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This is Butler making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Linval Joseph able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Cousins now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Black, black.
Cousins on 1st down. The throw taken in by Cole. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chad Beebe in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Vikings 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On to carry, it's Boone. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Mike. First and 10 at the 13-yard line. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run on first down. Boom. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Cousins to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Cousins, complete. Smith has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. The point after is good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Johnson running right. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, 1 cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play,
take it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Give him an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Cousins got an open man, Keelan Cole. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. 6-6, pull it hard. Defense, just get off the field, defense. Shoot! Hey, can't.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Cousins, and the pressure gets to him again. K1 Short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Bird to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Danny. Go. Watch out.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.